Rob Dubsky. Attitude of gratitude.
All right.
And Thomas, just for a second here before you hit the timer, I noticed that Jamie was filling out the guest list on a piece of paper, so I texted Rod Johnson up in Connecticut and asked him, hey, where's the book? And he is with his ailing mother, and he asked that we just pray for his ailing mother. And being able to empathize, don't correct me on this one, don't shake your hand. Empathize. Okay, having lost my mother this year of what we've gone on, so I can empathize the feeling that he's feeling. So if we could just take a second and put some good energy out there for Rod and his mother right now. Let's do that. Thank you. I told him we would do that as a group and that I would. He asked me to try, and I've learned something about the word try. Try implies failure. I would do the best I can, but what I told him, I was going to do it. All right, so now, with that, Thomas, Mr. Timer, you would be so kind. Are you ready?
Question is, are you ready?
Shoot. If having a soul means being able to feel love and loyalty and gratitude, then animals are better off than humans. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guest. The definition of gratitude is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. I personally like one better. That's called, don't worry about it, gratitude. Thank you. This is visual aids. Here, stick it up. Thank you so much. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. And so I'll pick out a couple strangers I've never seen before. Sir, what are you grateful for tonight?
I'm grateful for being here.
Thank you. I've never seen you before. What are you grateful for tonight?
I am grateful for coming back, because I was here 4 months ago.
Young lady, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my family.
Grateful for your family. Anyone else in here who've never seen me before? I think that's it. Psychology, the benefits of being in gratitude are many. Psychology today says that we can cultivate increased levels of well-being and happiness. That grateful thinking, and especially expressing it to others, is associated with increased levels of energy, optimism, and enthusiasm. As a matter of fact, there was a psychologist, a guy out at the University of San Diego, and he's written books on gratitude. And he says it actually, because think about it, if you're in a state of gratitude, it's really hard to be stressful, okay, or be stressed out. Now, let's be honest. Everybody be honest here. In the morning, how many people here, oh, gee, I'm in gratitude. She told me to cut my finger off. Thank you. How many people here in the morning, first thing, turn on the television? I'm happy. Oh, there's one right back there. Well, we've got the waitress here. Well, the thing is what does it tell us? A lot of negative news. Where they pick up the newspaper, it's full of negative news. They say that being in gratitude will also make your heart beat better. You'll be mellower, and that, of course, comes out with the motivation. Personally, where focus goes, energy flows. And I know what it's like to live a life that's not in gratitude. As a matter of fact, for years, I lived a life that wasn't in. Because what I constantly did, I kept looking at what I didn't have. I didn't have the car I wanted. I didn't have a corporate job. I was living in BF wherever. I didn't have what they had on television. I didn't have $1 million. I didn't have, and I kept focusing, and where energy goes, the focus flows. And so I kept focusing on what I didn't have, and I was unhappy. As a matter of fact, there was a time there I was clinically depressed. And I've learned something, that the state of mind, what our thoughts are, is what we manifest in our lives. And so what we're constantly thinking about then becomes fruition in our life around us. And so I was constantly thinking about negative things and what I didn't have, and I was depressed, and then your body changes to that state. And so then you're in this vicious cycle. You wake up depressed all the time. It's a horrible place to be. Anger cannot coexist with gratitude. So if you're in a gratitude state, you're not going to be in anger. Well, what happened? Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step towards achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. Well, I had an epiphany one day. Okay, I decided I was going to be thankful for what I had. My Ford truck, 330,000 miles, starts on a dime. Hallelujah. I wake, the sun is shining. That's a great thing. As a matter of fact, what I do now is I start in the morning, go, and I start the day with positive reading. It could be Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It could be James Allen, a classic, As a Man Thinketh. This is a great little book. It's full of little things. I believe in you. Okay, positive little things that are written. Okay, here's one. This is very Buddhist, the Kindness Handbook. And so read a chapter, and Janie and I get together, and we'll read chapters together here. Here's one. Some might recognize this, Al-Anon. Courage to Change, daily readings, all right? To change from that person. Keep a gratitude list in a book. Or even something as simple as keeping a gratitude rock around in your sight. So you're always remembering to stay in gratitude. My life has really changed dramatically. It's a whole psyche that has happened. It's within inside of me. So now, I personally like positive things now. My life is pretty happy. My life is pretty decent. Things are going pretty good. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like unleashed it and allowed me to do things I never even could do before and feel orange-like. Fantastic. So, one of the things that I have done recently, and this was really cool, this was from this Dr. Hansen out of San Diego, and it was more than just writing a list. It was more than just reading it. He said there's a connection in changing where you to grow that part of gratitude within you, red light, that you've got to experience it. You've got to get emotional. So when I get in the morning and I'm reading that, I'm happy it's a beautiful day. I'm happy the sun is shining. I'm happy I've got eyes, fingers, an old Ford in the driveway, a roof over my head, a great cook in the kitchen. I am so thankful for all the things, and it's dramatically changed my life. It has dramatically changed my life. And so today, I'm feeling great in between these years. And the best thing is this, is I've been visioning the future of what it's going to look like. And it's looking pretty bright. It is looking fantastically bright. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with great, deep gratitude those who have ignited the flame within us. Thank you.
All right.